Hey Virgo, thank you for tuning in for your fall 2020 forecast. We are now in Virgo season, so a lot of you guys are going through a lot of changes, many of which centers upon you building a stable foundation for yourself, especially when it comes to your career, love life, finances, things like that. Now, one of the theme cards that came out for you guys is the High Priestess. So, your spirit guides are asking you all to go within a little bit more than usual, okay? You're not going to have all of the answers when it comes to life. You're not going to be able to figure things out all by yourself, all on your own, and that's okay. For many of you, you have been really good with helping others, okay? You've been that go-to person when those who are in your inner circle need something, when they need you, right? You're there for them, but they don't reciprocate that same energy that you give to them. And so because of that, many of you have been overextending yourselves, burning yourselves out, okay? You've been doing too much. You've been taking care of things in the home front for yourself, right? And for those who you love. And then once all of that is said and done, there is still a part of you that needs help too, right? There's still a part of you that also needs support and encouragement. So what the universe is trying to get you to do is to realize that it's really okay to be a little bit vulnerable, all right? It's okay to ask for help. It's okay to tell folks, hey, this is what I need in this friendship, relationship, connection, whatever it is the case. You don't have to put yourself on the chopping block just so other folks can be okay. When it comes to your relationships, it should be transactional. And when I say transactional, I mean that it's whatever is going on, it should be reciprocated. If you are giving your all to someone else, they should also be assisting you, all right? Helping you. When you need something, you should also be able to reach out to them, right? Contact them, figure out what's happening, all of these things. And this is why the universe is saying, for too long, you've been trying to do it your way, and that's why you've been so frustrated. For too long, you've been trying to be everything to everyone, because it's this image that you're trying to keep up to the world, that you have all of your ducks in a row, that life is perfect, that life is grand. And then once you're done wearing that mask for the world to see, when you come back home, you have to end up dealing with all of the stuff that you tried to hide from others. Release all of that, okay? Now, one of the biggest things that is coming up for a lot within this collective is the need to let go of a relationship that is no longer serving you. All right. Now, Four of Cups in reverse. Many of you have left or you're in the process of leaving a relationship that you just weren't happy in. And when I say relationship, this could also be a friendship, and it could also be someone that you're related to, okay? You were in this relationship, this connection with this person, and regardless, whatever you did, it wasn't enough for them to be happy, okay? They were always complaining. They lacked gratitude. They didn't see that your style of showing your care and your concern and how you love will be different from theirs. So when you approach the relationship from the perspective of showing how you love, and for many Virgos, since you have that earthy energy, it's not going to be the traditional way that others show how they love, right? For you, it might be doing something practical for your loved one. Getting that car taken to put gas in it, you know, or mowing the lawn for that person, or doing a chore for that person so that they can relax and take a day off. They didn't see that that was your way of expressing your love and your gratitude for them. And so because you just weren't flashy and showy with it and you didn't send them the flowers, they took it for granted. Many of you are holding on to that hurt because things did not work out the way you wanted it to. And here the universe is saying, don't look at it from that perspective. There's a lesson here that needs to be learned. So when you walk into your next relationship, friendship, or you want to reconcile with this family member, you understand that one, communication is key. If it's a relationship, you have to talk to that person to let them know what your love language is. So when you do these little things that are practical but means a lot, right? They get where you're coming from. If it's a friendship, you want to open up when it comes to communication with your friendship. What do you expect from it? What are your expectations? Virgo, as we go into fall, the theme for you is learning how to communicate. Because in doing so, it'll help you get into that place, that position of being happy, okay? Of getting what it is you absolutely need from your connections and your relationships. Now, 3 of Cups in reverse, it could also have been that you stayed in this relationship, connection, whatever it might have been, too long because you failed to see yourself, everything that you brought to the table. You could have been so caught up in what this partner needed, right? That you didn't even see that this person was looking at things from their perspective only. And so you also was being too hard on yourself. But here's the thing, Virgo. A lot of what you need to learn from this is also similar to what Capricorn has to learn as we approach the fall season. Is that, yes, this heartbreak happened, 3 of Swords. This heartbreak happened. You had to walk away in order to protect yourself, to protect the integrity and the self-respect that you have for yourself, right? You had to walk away in order to do that. But at the same time, you cannot be victim to what happened. You cannot keep yourself trapped into what happened in your past, so much so that you're not even willing to open yourself up to the possibility that the universe will bring in more people into your life who will be supportive, who will appreciate your love language, okay? And they will appreciate what it is you are trying to do to help them. Letting go of that victim mentality is going to be key, so that you can open yourself up to receiving what the universe is trying to do for you. The Star card in reverse, you have lost faith when it comes to your love life and interpersonal relationships. More than likely, it could very well be because there has been a delay in you meeting the one, or there has been a delay with you meeting your soul family members. The key theme here for you is to not lose hope. All of those things that you went through at the beginning of the year, during the summer, they were to strengthen you so you know exactly what you will and will not tolerate. And the universe is saying, let that hurt go so that you can be able to walk into 2021 with a sense of resiliency, so that you can attract that abundant lifestyle that you've always wanted. Whether that be with a great partner, someone who is going to respect you, someone who is going to care for you. Now, for many of you, when it comes to career, 6 of Swords came out. You're in the process of either leaving an old job or you're contemplating leaving because it's no longer suiting you. Okay, you have leadership qualities, the Emperor card. You have leadership qualities. And so because of that, you don't want to stay where you're not really getting a lot out of this company or this business, even though you've been putting your all into it. Queen of Wands, for many of you, you are building yourselves up. You're trying to build your own queendom, okay? You're trying to get to a place of attracting and calling in exactly what it is that you want. But the only thing that's stopping you is you not believing fully and wholeheartedly in yourself. There's a fear of failure here. And because of that, you're overly rigid in your way of thinking. If you cannot come up with a plan A, B, C, D, possibly E and F, just to be on the safe side, you're not going to take a calculated risk. And while that can be beneficial, depending on what the subject and the topic is, you don't want to miss out on what life has to offer you because you're so busy hoping that you can grab onto whatever comes to you, right? You're at this point where you don't want to take a calculated risk because unless you can grab onto it and it's not going to cost you that much and you know exactly what the outcome is going to be, you're not going to go for that. But in order for us to access that abundance, that magic, we have to step, what? Outside of the comfort zone. Some things you can only take a calculated risk, but so much. The rest you have to trust the universe and trust the process. Three of Wands, the universe is saying it's time for you to prepare in order to go to the next level. But you can't go to the next level doing what it is you've always been doing. Overthinking things, engaging in analysis paralysis, meaning you're just busy trying to nitpick things to the detail, to the T, to the point that you drive yourself crazy, okay? And you end up not doing anything at all. That's not what the universe wants for you. The universe wants you to be happy. You cannot be happy if you cannot let go sometimes. I know a lot of us wants to, control what comes our way. And the universe is like, there's some things you can't control, hon. There's some things you're just going to have to go with the flow and trust and understand that you are on the right track. Ace of Swords. All right, for the next 3 to 4 weeks, many of you are going to receive these aha moments, okay? This is sort of in line with that High Priestess card that came out earlier in the reading, the very first card. It's sort of in line with that energy. You're going to have signs and synchronicities come to you, okay? It can be in the form of dreams. You could look at the clock, see 11:11, meaning you're about to step into some new energy, some new opportunities. 555, some big changes, right? You're going to get various signs and synchronicities. And it's important that you pay attention to them because that's how you're going to know exactly what to do next when it comes to your career. And if you're younger and you're listening to this, you're going to know what to do next when it comes to school and how to go into the fall semester. Pay attention to the signs you're being given. Many of you are having your spirit guides, your ancestral guides come to you and impart wisdom and knowledge to you. But you guys like logic so much that you're missing the magic of following your intuition. You want to practice balance, okay? You want to not only befriend logic because it's always good to be able to have that balance so you know how to ground yourself, right? But at the same time, you want to balance it so that you open your heart, you open your spirit to exactly what the universe has to say to you, okay? Good things are coming up for you guys. Fall is your season of preparation, okay? I do think for many of you, things are going to start to take off positively in 2021, in the beginning of 2021, all right? So thank you, Virgo, for tuning in to this general reading for you guys for the fall. If you would like a personalized reading, please send me an email at katrina@pisceanspirituality.org. Have a great week, everyone.